And hello everyone, welcome to a very, very quick review of the Season 2 Discovery trailer that just got released at San Diego Comic-Con, like in the last hour and a bit. Pretty excited for this, told it was going to drop, thought it'd be later on today. It's just early enough for me to do this, and I'm still awake. And yeah, I liked it. Season 1 was a mixed bag, not necessarily what we wanted as Trek fans, but this trailer, I mean, they're being very careful what they're showing, and they have 6 episodes to 8 to 9 to show from. The first 6 with the original team, and then they got let go, and then the new guys took over. But I mean, you can recut a trailer depending on the new vibe that you're trying to go for. My first takeaway from this trailer was, oh, the science, oh, the exploration, and the lack of war. That tonal shift, I felt a lot better about this, and instantly I feel like they're going on a better track. Star Trek is almost predominantly not about war. Some of the best stuff has happened in war, but that's not the point. And Season 1 was a poorly done war arc at the best of times. So the fact that it started on a peaceful, sciencey thing, and then you get these ideas about Spock linking to red pulsar things. I don't know, a lot to take in. They threw a lot at us. They threw a lot of one bit of the story, and just lots of visuals. And you can tell that most of the trailer was from episodes 1 and 2, just based on what they showed and how they showed it. But it was very cleverly edited, because you saw a lot, but you didn't really. The vibe was fun, the vibe was characterful. That was really rewarding, because they focused, again, the scales of Season 1 were all over the place, and they shifted as scripts changed and people got fired and stuff. This one, that's going to happen again, but you felt that, okay, we've had Season 1, we're sort of resetting again. It's going to be about the characters, much more sci-fi, much more going to the deeper aspects of what that means, as opposed to shooty, bang, bang, with characters we don't like yet, and making no effort to make them likable, except maybe 2, and they changed that season as well. The fact that we got the 2 people on the bridge, who I don't know the names of, because it's not been highlighted. The fact they got a single beat of a moment, but you can tell it's emblematic of, okay, it'll feel like a crew, a proper crew finally, and that's good. That's what Treks have all been. They tried the one primary character who's not the captain, and because the whole season was weak, that didn't quite work. But this might be an ensemble piece, an actual ensemble piece. I think we're all kind of surprised how much of an ensemble piece Season 1 was. They just didn't do the correct balance. So this time, that's interesting to see. Pike, I liked his first scene. I liked the uniforms. Obviously, they're not the TOS uniforms. Obviously, they are, but obviously they're not. They're the Discovery jacket, but yellow with the collar. Reinvented for a modern age. Because we know what they look like the year before. And it's weird that he went back into Discovery uniform, considering we know that's an older uniform. I guess you'd take command of the ship and you'd use their uniform, but Worf didn't go out of his uniform all the way in his DS9 mission until the end, where he got hired on DS9, as it were. Anyway, I didn't like the little one-man things. Discovery's a massive ship, bigger than the Enterprise E in terms of length, not mass, but length. That's the nacelles, really. And obviously there's a lot of Space Force stuff, especially with such a small crew. So I could buy that maybe they're like planetary research drones that you can also pilot. But it was very Into Darkness with the zero-G outer ship jetpack scene. So they're never going to be able to get away from those inspirations, because obviously one of the leads of the entire production, now the showrunner, is one of the leads of those films. So they're going to have many parallels. Although I appreciate the warp effect at the very start. Actually, from my eyes, they pulled it back a step. It was less transwarpy and more stars going past camera, but so fast, so much power that they were so streamy, as opposed to the Star Trek conventional, which is much more particles rather than a stream of light. So I like that a lot more. Overall, I liked it. You don't get much from it in terms of what's really going on. They tell you a bit of the first episode story, and we see Pike with her later on, and they obviously go to a place to do a thing. That's probably going to be the season arc, but there's more to it. So I'm not going to start guessing the storyline, because they're cleverly not showing the real thing, and the fact that Spock is going to be such a major theme, if not character, that he's linked to whatever this is, that he's asked for leave in search for it, which is, I guess you could say a link to doing the same thing for V'Ger, going on leave from his Kolonar to go after a thing, and he's got a certain, I guess, vibe for that. I don't know if I want it to be, around Spock as an important part of the plot. I guess I'm fine with it. I liked Pike being in command. He's a strong captain, and I totally, that's an interesting way of doing it. Although I didn't get much Pike from him, but again, when you have a one episode character who just, especially at that time, just plays a white male character with some past issues, there isn't too much to draw from, and so he just felt he's going to bring his own thing to it. But there isn't much of Pike anyway, beyond you sort of like him, and he's sort of strong and a bit growly sometimes, I seem to remember. I mean, that was at the end with the the phaser and shooting the people, but no, I liked it, and I said on my own personal Facebook that I've got more hope for this season than I had for season 1, and this has added to that a lot more. But if you take out the uniforms and seeing the Enterprise, it looks like completely generic science fiction. And again, on my Facebook, I said, when you remove yourself from the aesthetic of the legacy of Trek, you then build upon the genericness of what you're doing, because it's just another sci-fi that's devoid of that legacy. And so I see those pods, I'm not seeing anything Trek. It's just sci-fi pod. The new set, the new locations, new set dressing things. It's like, okay, it's just generic sci-fi. Whereas you could pick out an Enterprise D era thing, for better or for worse, or a TOS thing. So but again, we're now more accustomed to the vibe of this Discovery reboot, reimagining of the Trek universe. I'm not going to say prime time, just the Trek universe as a whole, and so therefore we're going to be more accepting, because there's no culture shock anymore. It's not what it should be. It's the reboot version. Fair enough, we're in the Discoverse, and it looks generic-y, but the character bits, I like the fact there's getting more emphasis on characters, because that's sort of what you need, and especially in modern day when a lot of I just realised I was looking at the wrong bit of the camera. I've been looking at the middle of the tripod the entire time the camera's there. Sorry about that. Characters are really important, and to build upon these people is so important, because we're meant to root for them. Although we didn't see any Klingons. It's probably a good thing, but they won't come back until later anyway. But yeah, no, I'm happy it came out. I liked it. I love the fact they released such a long trailer. Did not expect that. Some good, and the CG, brighter CG, instantly better than season 1 special effects. Not necessarily in terms of render quality, but brighter. You can appreciate the ships more, and that is part of Trek. That's why they made really nice miniatures and lit them sexily and all these different passes. As part of the joy. I guess I'm running out of stuff to talk about now, but well done. It looks like a more now this is my summary. It looks like a more interesting season of the slightly generic rebooted Star Trek prime timeline show that I'm excited to watch in January, and the 4 mini webisode shorts in December. Well done them for announcing them. Awesome marketing decision. I mean, you've got the standing sets. Why not? So thanks for watching, guys. I'm interested in what Stuart thinks. He's doing a review a little bit later tonight when he gets back home. But I thought I'd jump in first. Thanks so much. Check out the trailer. You can find the trailer. Hopefully there'll be a European version out. I watched through a friend sort of thing. Link me in. But check it out. Let us know what you think of the trailer. I'll do a full breakdown of all different visuals later together on this channel. So tune in then for all the analysis, zoom-ins, and breaking it down and all that good stuff you expect from us here at Trekyards. Thank you so much. And this is Commander Cockings, and we'll see you next time. Or I'll see you next time.